Ma'am, I remember you were taking a lecture on Maslow's hierarchy need, and you were given a reference of a movie. So, what movie was that?
I think it was the movie Guide.
So, can you just explain what is the message given in that movie? Because I have seen it 2 3 times, but you exactly don't get what exactly the movie wants to convey.
Well, Guide is a 1965 movie written by R.K. Narayan and guided by Vijay Anand, Devanand's brother. Uh, Devanand was the protagonist of the movie. Wahida Rehman is there, and there's another actor, I can't recollect, he played the role of Marco. Now, Gitika, Guide is all about a flawed protagonist. Okay, so Raju Guide, played by Devanand, is he entertains people, he tries to fleece more money from them, and but he's very enthusiastic, he's full of life. Okay, now the place where he works as a guide, there comes Marco with his wife, who's Vaida Rehman. Her name is Rosie in the movie, and he comes because he's an archaeologist. He comes to find a cave over there, and Raju helps them in finding the cave. And he sees every day Marco comes with his wife Rosie, and they don't get along. And Marco tries to suppress Rosie of all her desires, and it's a failed marriage. So Raju Guide feels for Rosie. The movie was much ahead of the times. In 1965, live-in relation was just not thought about. Okay, and women would still live there with their husbands, whatever they are, however bad, good, bad, ugly they are. The women had to live with the husband. She walks away from the marriage because Raju helps her to walk away from the marriage. And it's all about illicit affairs and, relationship. And then Raju lives in with Rosie, and he sees her desire, her compassion for dance. Now, the best part is in this plot, all three characters, Marco, Raju Guide and Rosie, are very passionate about their careers. Raju is a fantastic guide. Okay, Marco is a fantastic archaeologist, and Rosie is a fantastic dancer. So Raju frees Rosie. He lets Rosie. He takes Rosie in his makes her his partner, and he frees her from the marriage. And then they live in Rosie and Raju live in, and then Raju allows her. He becomes a manager, and she has her stage programs, her dance programs everywhere in all different cities, and she becomes rich, and he takes possession of her money. Now Raju once forges Rosie's signature, and he gets caught. He's jailed. After he comes out of the jail, he takes a solace in an unknown place, in an unknown village near a temple. And that's where, for days together, he stays over, he lives over there. He eats whatever the people, the villagers give him. And then the village is caught in a drought. There's a drought that particular year. For days, Raju goes hungry. Okay, by then his beard is grown, his hair is gone white, he looks different, and people think that he's a god man, he's a farishta, and people start treating him like a priest, maybe a god man, bhagwan ka bheja hua angel. So they all start worshipping him. Raju is not comfortable with the treatment given by villagers. But because he always sees the flashbacks that he has helped Rosie, he's helped her become an established dancer. But the kind of treatment he gets, he goes in depression. And these people, the villagers now are very sure that he's a god man. And they feel only he can help, bringing rain. Only he can bring back the rains from the drought situation. And Raju goes hungry and he feels now that the people have made him a god man. He feels, why not? So he goes on a hunger, and and then he finally dies, and the rain, it starts raining. This is the message of the, this is the plot of the movie. You ask me question.
So, ma'am, how do we link this with Maslow's hierarchy?
uh, Maslow's need hierarchy talks about 5 stages of human life. First is the physiological needs. So Raju uh, has his mother. He is a guide, and he entertains the visitors. He's very good, very fluent in English. He mesmerizes the visitors to the place, to the tourist destination. So his basic needs of food, hunger, sleep, water, all that is taken care of. His safety needs are also taken care of because he has a house. Um, Social needs are also quite powerful. He's a mesmerizing guide. All foreigners, they prefer him over the other guides. So he has a status as a very good guide, tourist guide. Then he falls for, I mean, then he gets into relationship with Rosie. He helps her become an established dancer. Okay, he allows all the qualities of the dancer which are there in Rosie. She's passionate about dance, so he helps her establish herself. There, he also understands that he's also a good manager, because he manages her shows, he manages her money, he manages her reputation. All the marketing that he does for Rosie is, somewhere uh, his self-esteem. He's a very good management guru, I would say, because a good marketing manager, she establishes herself because of his management, what should I say, qualities. Um, then comes the self-actualization. R.K. Narayan had a friend, philosopher guide, a mentor, let's say mentor. And this gentleman was Graham Greene. Graham Greene, okay, who was a established novelist in Britain, was a British guy. Now, he helped, R.K. Narayan became famous globally because of Graham Greene. Whatever Graham Greene advised R.K. Narayan, he would listen to Graham Greene, okay. So this guide, when R.K. Narayan wrote this movie, Graham Greene told him, boss, the protagonist has to die in the end. Otherwise, it would be like any Hindi movie that the hero and heroine live together, happily together. That doesn't happen in this movie. Raju guide is used by Rosie. We can say that she wants somebody to establish her life, her passion, which she does. And in the end, she allows him. I mean, she could have stopped him from going to jail, but she doesn't do that. She feels cheated. She feels very sad that he has forged her signature. So he goes to jail, and after he comes back from jail, he becomes a Swamiji, which is accidental. He's not a Swami at all. Okay. So in this movie, the last stage of his life, he's mistaken to be a god man or a Swami, and he dies for the villagers. He goes on, he fasts for a long time, and he dies, and then it starts raining. So in the end, Raju sacrifices his life for the villagers, and that's where the self-actualization comes. Now, I want to tell you, everybody doesn't understand what self-actualization is. Okay, Maslow's need hierarchy till social needs or love and association, till the third stage, people understand self-esteem and self-actualization. Maslow said that only 2% of the global crowd, in the world, only 2% of people reach the fourth stage and the fifth stage, self-actualization. The fourth stage is all about a person understanding, that is self-esteem. It's all about a person understanding his purpose of life and utilizing all the skills, competencies, knowledge, um, core competence, using it for growing in life. In fact, a time comes in a learned person's life, he or she feels, I have everything. That feeling, I have everything, and I've done all that I wanted, and the rest of the life I can do something for the society, is self-esteem and self-actualization. Uh, I strongly feel that it is surrendering, becoming one with the universal energy, the so-called God, surrendering to the God, becoming a part of the energy, doing something, leaving a legacy behind. This self-actualization. Actualization is very difficult. I doubt, even if it's 2% of the global population, it's difficult to become a self-actualized person. But at the same time, let me tell you, um, the need hierarchy doesn't really go as per a standard. It doesn't happen that your this need is met, that need is met. I mean, I know of Santa Gyaneshwar. I read his Gnaneshwari. Santa Gnaneshwar didn't have these need hierarchies, basic needs and safety needs. His first need itself was actualization. At 23, he took samadhi. To understand the Gnaneshwari and the philosophy, one needs a very strong base of knowledge. To real the philosophical knowledge, the ethical knowledge, one needs to be very strong to understand Gnaneshwari. He wrote it so early in his life, when he was hardly 17, 18. And at 23, he takes Jivan Samadhi. So everybody need not go through, the 5 stages of life. Some people, even in among the commoners, some people start giving back to the society much earlier, and they don't care for their status. What is its status? Now, status comes in the third level of Maslow's need hierarchy. Who am I? Which clubs am I associated with? Where I'm a CEO of some company. I'm a professor of some institute. Okay, I've authored these many books. I have done this. This is my bank balance. Okay, so wherever I go, people will salute me. Status. Now, not everybody goes there. Many youngsters, they feel for the society and they do a lot for the uh, nation, and they are nameless, they are countless. So everything doesn't go as per the need hierarchy. That's what I'm trying to say. But in the movie Guide, finally Raju Guide had to die, and after his death, it starts raining. So self-actualization. He sacrifices his life for the villagers. So that's where the actualization comes.